going on, y'all? Just wanted to do a quick little representation. That's what I'm talking about.
You can leave it on if you want. It's all right.
It's all right. I'm around the dogs now. I'm around the dogs now.
All right. Well, let's get started here. I'll call on Palmer Tomes and go follow with Mark Weiser.
Well, Warren, we were just talking to Jalen about it, but are you a believer in the Atlanta sports curse, and do you think that it was broken last night?
It certainly seems like there has been an Atlanta sports curse going on, but yeah, I think hopefully tonight was the start of something special for Atlanta sports getting on the right track. What a huge win. That was so much fun to watch, and I think that's really, really cool for just the state of Georgia and Atlanta in general.
Warren, I was going to ask you before you showed up what your level of Braves fandom was, but I guess you kind of answered that. Are you like the biggest Braves fan in the locker room?
I am a Braves fan. I would consider myself a relatively new Braves fan, not just since they've been to the World Series, but within the past couple of years. My girlfriend is actually a huge Braves fan, like lifelong Braves fan, and she really got me interested into the sport of baseball. And I kind of like fell in love with the statistics behind it, and how cool the game actually is and how skilled it is to play the game. So I would say that I'm a new within the past 3 years Braves fan.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Connor Riley and followed by Matt DeBerry.
Hey, Warren, could you walk me through Zamir's touchdown run from Saturday and what you saw in that play, and then how he has sort of developed and gotten better as the season has progressed?
That play, just going into it, we were to run a counter play, and we knew we had the right leverage going up to the line. We saw whether it were shifted over, and I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to get a strong kick out in order to open up that seam for him to run. And, I just remember as soon as I kind of got it, just enough space, and then I saw him just go down the field, and there was just no blue jerseys left. So, I was so pumped. I sprinted down as fast as I could, and that was such a cool moment to finish off the game. But Zamir has progressed just continuously, like step by step by step throughout the year. And that's what we really ask for everyone on the team is, we'll take from week one what you messed up on and learn from that and work on it in week two, and then continue to grow and grow. And that's what Zamir's done. And really all the running backs, they've been able to, attack with things that they necessarily might not have seen as far as holes or finishing plays, but they've been able to come in and really, really come in and do some strong things for us.
Hey, Warren, how has playing at the University of Georgia helped you grow as a person off of the field?
Oh, that's a really good question. Man, there's a long list. I think there's a lot. I would say how you carry yourself as a man, how you treat women, how you do the little detailed things right to make the big picture right. I would say respect for others, communication. There's just a huge list. I completely owe who I am today and who I continue to want to be to the University of Georgia and Coach Smart and his coaching staff, because they have taught me so much about being a man.
All right, let's go to Tyler Griffith, followed by Lance McCurley.
Hey, Warren, can you just talk for a second about what Coach Monken and this offensive coaching staff brings as far as to like the creativity in the run game that the common fan might not notice?
I would say the detail behind each game. It's, I guess maybe the common fan just might think we're gonna run the ball until they try to stop it, then we pass. But the amount of details that go into watching film and the amount of details that go into each particular nuance of like alignments or splits, that's something that Coach Monken really harps on, is just the tiny details of things that really make the play go whole, which might be like a wide receiver split or how we take a certain step, which might make Zamir's hole a little bigger, and might make the route just run a little smoother, or things like that. So I think just the details and the nuances of our individual assignments is what he does.
Hey, Warren, did you grow up a lifelong Georgia fan when you were growing up?
I didn't actually grow up a lifelong Georgia fan. I grew up a Florida fan. If y'all can believe that, it's kind of like a blasphemy or not very good to hear. But no, I grew up a Florida fan. Both my parents went there, and so I grew up a Florida fan. But the great thing about my family, and I have two older brothers, and my oldest brother, he went to Alabama. And then my middle brother, he played soccer on the men's soccer team at University of South Carolina. And so we're and I'm at Georgia, so we're all kind of all over the SEC. And it depends. On any given Saturday, they're always going to support me. So that's the main thing for me.
The reason I was asking is because Georgia's honoring Mark Richt on Saturday. What do you know about how he kind of gave this program and kind of set the standard, and how does Coach Smart talk a lot about that when in the locker room or just throughout your career here?
Actually, I didn't know that they're honoring Mark Richt this Saturday. I think that's a huge credit to him, and I think it's definitely much overdue, because everything that I've heard from the people that either still work in the building here from when he was the head coach, or people just like that I've come across that played for him, just nothing but amazing things about his character, about how he treated every single day, how he treated his players and loved his players. So I think that's really awesome that they're doing that for him, and it's definitely much deserved.
Okay, we got a few extra minutes. We can open it up for questions from anyone.
Warren, looking back on that Florida game, I guess one, how special was that for you, being from a family of Florida fans?
It's kind of crazy, because I was telling everyone after the game and before the game that I grew up watching the Georgia-Florida game, and that's always been a staple in our house. But getting up, seeing the scene in Jacksonville, and being able to play in that game. I've been a part of the game for I guess the past 3 seasons, but now I was actually able to have a contributing role in the game. It was really special for me, just because it's something that I grew up watching and love watching, and just a dream to be a part of. So it was really special for me, and it's something that I'll always cherish.
Hey, Warren, did you celebrate winning the SEC? It's not so much you, but obviously the team as a whole. How do you sort of view that? Obviously, it's not the end goal, but it is still something that you accomplish anyway.
Well, it's kind of different this year, because I guess in the years past, it was like, if I think it was 2 years ago or whatever, like if we had beaten Kentucky, we won the East. So it was different, because like at that time, like we won the game that decided it. So we knew that we won. But this was different, because we played, we beat Florida, and then it was like, oh, well, if Mississippi State beats Kentucky, then we win. And then it was kind of like uncertain, like if that was actually true or not. So it was a little bit different as far as like finding out. And of course, it was great. That's something that we strive to do every single year, is win the East. That's one of our many goals that we do. So of course we were able to celebrate that a little bit, but just like you said, that's not the end goal. I mean, it's week 8. So we have many more weeks to go. And really our main focus is on just continuing to get better each and every week. And then when we make it to Atlanta, just going out and just playing our best.
Warren, it looked like Florida was able to get a little bit of pressure on Stetson on Saturday. Were they doing anything exotic? And if so, what have y'all worked on to maybe fix some of those problems?
When we were watching from them all week, they definitely had more exotic blitzes and fronts to look at. So it was kind of just making sure we play with our right eyes. But really, Florida had a great defensive front, and it was a credit to them because they were very stout. So, but it just coming back in this week and honing in on the details, and I would say hand placement, footwork, and just making sure that when we stop initially with our hands, that we were able to anchor down and do all those things to make a clean pocket for Stetson.
Warren, how have you seen Justin Schaefer grow as you guys have played together at Georgia for a couple of years now?
Justin, I've seen him grow. I would say just in maturity as far as like playing the game. He always plays the game with passion, and he plays the game physical in the way it's supposed to be played. But this season, he's able to keep those great character traits that he has, but he's able to see things faster and to do things with his eyes, like pre-snaps, and that's something that Coach Luke really harps on for us, is just playing with our eyes before the game, before the snap, and then letting us play physical after the snap. So he's always played with great energy, and he's always played physical, and that's something I really respect about him. So he's something that I really look up to in that aspect.
Got time for one more question. Anybody? Going once, going twice.
Hey,
All right,
Warren,
Warren,
wait,
thank-
I do have, if I could squeeze this in,
Go ahead.
you mentioned that your brother went to Alabama. Does he ever give you grief or joke with you about how Georgia has struggled against Alabama and been unable to get over that hump? Obviously, long before you even got here, but even, you know, in your time in college.
No, he's never really given me any grief about that. Honestly, he's really just obviously as going to the university, whenever they've done well, he's been excited about that. But like I said in my previous question, I know that on any given Saturday, no matter where either my brothers went or my parents went, they're there to support me, and they're there and excited for me and for what we've able to accomplish. So that's been really special for me, is that he's been able to just be really supportive of me. So I would say that.
All right, Warren, thanks for your time tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you all.